Taught to look for the good in people. When it comes to the Republican Party, there's not enough time in my day. St. Paul, Minnesota. Home to the well-met stranger. How are you? With a smile on their face and a warm-handed handshake and a quick, how can I help you? Far enough below the Rust Belt to maintain a fair amount of middle-class citizens. On the whole, closer to the image of the United States that America has mythologized in the rest of the states. A white bread haven that anywhere else is propaganda was here a reality. Was. A week and a half before the Republican National Convention, they began to experience the full-blown display of the American police state, complete with preemptive raids on peaceful protesters, arresting journalists, inserting agents into peaceful organizations to instigate violence, and arresting randomly, using violence and force as a first strike tool to drive fear into anyone who dares use the First Amendment. That's right. The number one goal of these fascists is suppression of the press and the prevention of the petition of grievances by peaceful assembly. And those fools behind the shields, they don't seem to realize they are signing their own death warrants. All empires crumble in one of two ways: either overextended, destroyed from without, or the factions within turn on each other. And either way, foot soldiers never fare well. Despite all their high-tech toys and armor plate, they're still only cannon fodder. And as for empires crumbling, this one is going down both ways. The Republican Party, where the leading men are corpulent and the women anorexic, where greed is often honored, even blessed. I'm sorry, I just can't wrap my head around these Republicans. Cheering the people that led us into this mess. Thank God the death culture is dying, and no matter how many times they bring back the Ronald, these puppets on parade leave their truth speakers outside in order to ignore them, or they try to crush truth with their preemptive raids. With no shame, they keep chanting, "Support our troops," while they bring them back broken to a life on the street. The idiot in charge is praising McCain for adopting the same child they used in 2000 to cause his defeat. It's a demonic circus with two tricks up their sleeve: the racist beliefs that saturate our nation. They founded our country and continues its creed, and the blind, ignorant rage of religious domination. Listening to Lieberman stoking the delegates, it's easy to see why Republicans elected him to the Senate. His right-wing credentials decisively clear, his war hawk desires, his hunger for blood so apparent. So I wasted a week hoping that I would hear just a smidgen of truth or concern for the weak. But surprise, no surprises. One thing really clear: these self-described Christians care not for the meek. Like the cherry-picked parts of the Bible, their claims honor all the wrong values of their church and their nation. never seeing themselves when assigning the blame, convinced that their money will be their salvation. McCain's VP pick, serving only one reason: to energize the base of religious extremists. Seems that the circus is now always in season. The puppets get dumber. It's an ignorant bliss. Look, I have no fondness for Obama, but the fact that these two are neck and neck speaks well for the American people. Neither one can seem to get even 20% of the voting public to vote for them. What I don't get is why the American people are not voting third party. There are at least 4 people on the ticket in most of the states who have 4 things in common. No more money for wars. In other words, change our foreign policy. Bring the Fed to an end. Eliminate the debt. And restore personal privacy. That's repeal the Military Commissions Act, the Patriot Acts 1 and 2, and all of Bush's signing statements. Those 4 are Nader, McKinney, Barr, and Baldwin. And over to my left there is a link to a really intelligent way of voting third party. Now, into the circle file.